Welcome to Linda's TV show, the home of news. Your first time of stopping by or coming across my YouTube channel, you are highly welcome. Please, I beg you for a favor, smash on that red button that says subscribe. Beside that red button is a notification bell. The essence of that bell is for you to be updated or informed each time or day I upload a new video. My returning subscribers, those who keep on watching my videos each time I upload, I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your comments in all my videos, both negative and positive ones. Thank you.
Because we are religious in nature. And I also want this word to be taken seriously by the traditionalists in our land. Because we are religious in nature. Because there are some who are Christians, there are some who are traditionalists, there are some. So everyone or every person has a right of choice of worship, which is allowed or which will be allowed in Biafra land. Therefore, the traditionalists are those called Ndomenala, which where we are originally from. That is our senior religion, Omenala. Before people like us choose to follow foreign worship. And that is my own choice. Omenala is original. While the foreign worship is also original in their own place. We must not run away from that particular fact. While I'm calling the attention of our people today, we must at all times jealously guide where we belong. That's why I'm speaking to the youth today, and the politicians as well, and those who care to know. We must at all time, underline my language, we must at all time jealously, I'm not saying protect. There's something that you call, you protect something without being jealous about that thing. But when you are jealous about something, that means you have every of your support being thrown about a particular thing because you have cherished that thing. When you cherish something, jealousy about that thing comes in. Why we all today, people in IPOB are jealously guiding the life of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is because we cherish him. Because we know the importance of him. Because there is something we find in him. There is something we discovered in him, both spiritually and physically, that made us vow to protect him, to make sure that he lives to see or to achieve what he began. Now, why I'm saying this is most of our youth did not understand the importance of their territory. That is one thing we call territorial advantage. Until you understand what is called territorial advantage, you will not cherish your environment. Anybody can convince you to rubbish or to create pandemia in your own environment where you live. That's the environment you are looking at. Those that are in Enugu, that Enugu you are looking at is your own heaven. Those in Anambra, that Anambra you are looking at is your own heaven. Those in Abia State, that Abia State you are looking at is your own heaven. Those in Delta State, those in River State, those in Cross River State, those in Bayelsa, those in Akwa Ibom State, those areas you find yourself or your mother come from or your father come from, that is your own territorial heaven. One thing that we are mistaken these days is because we have failed to understand that where we are is where God has given to us, and we must build and protect that particular space for Satan not to operate. Let me refer you to the insecurity that is ravaging the far north of the zoo today. The insecurity that is ravaging the far north in Katsina, in Taraba, in Borno, in Kaduna, in Kano. All the states in the north today are not caused by the poor people. Those insecurity you are seeing today was not established there by hawkers or granite hawkers or suya sellers or kola nut sellers or mama put or all these what do you call it, small scale businesses. No, it is caused by the same politicians who looted what belongs to you to develop your environment to become a better person. And when they were creating this particular insecurity in the far north, it was totally based on their own selfish advantage. It wasn't in advantage of the masses. But when they were engaging in this, they never knew that what they are creating will later hunt them or go after them. This is why you must initially not to associate yourself into such behavior. The Boko Haram today that is ravaging the north are created by politicians. Those politicians are well known. It is in a record. The ICC you are seeing today in the far north were created by politicians for their political ambition to intimidate the, may I call it, the qualified candidates from that particular region. Because anybody who is qualified, that his qualification is verifiable, in politics, when coming out in politics, he go to politics with his credentials. He go to the politics corridor with confidence. But those who always create insecurity in every nation through the youth are those who did not qualify for that particular level, but they want to find themselves being there or manipulate the people. Biafra is undeniable project. Biafra is unavoidable project, which no matter how you fool yourself, no matter how you work against her, you are just doing, or may I call it, wasting your precious time. Because in this world we live, everyone has a record of where you come from. And where you come from is in your DNA. And where you come from is what people will address you with. No matter how you live in denial for selfish gain, people knows where you come from. That is why some developed countries in the world today, like where we live, in this Brazil where we live, there is a way their law functions. Every individual in this country are addressed by where his origin come from. Like those who Africans give birth here, they are automatically Brazilians. But when they will be addressed by their friends or in their open society, working place, school, they address them as African origin. Those that come from Germany, they address them as German origin. And it's not a crime in this country. Those that come from European, France, they address them as France origin. Everybody in this country, go and investigate what I'm saying. Everybody in this country has where they come from, and they must address them properly. It's not addressing you as an African does not mean that the white person who is addressing you as an African is trying to discriminate you. No. You are addressing your own child as an African because that is where the father comes from. In my office, that is how we address people. We have German descendants, we call them Alemania. We have France, we call them Français. And the moment you say, is that Français guy there? The person you are referring already know. We call the Chinese the Chinese. That is how we address people here. And it's allowed in this country. This is how to, so that the person in question will not forget where you come from. Everybody, the politicians who today in Abuja, those people in Ohanese who have vowed that our land will not be at peace because the youth have taken it upon their shoulder to bring peace and tranquility into our region, which they could not achieve for many years. The boldness that wasn't found in them, the boldness that they couldn't build, we build that particular boldness today through one person, through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The fearlessness they could not build for a decade today is being seen in this generation of Biafra. Therefore, the politicians vow that this thing must not be achieved. Now, my question is, the politicians who vow that our land will not be at peace, are then the one carrying AK-47 on our road? Sorry to say. Are then the one being the one carrying the AK-47 on our road on daily basis, at night, at morning, noon, evening? The answer is actually no. They are not the one carrying the AK-47. But they are the one on the money that bought the AK-47. They are the one that own the money that buy the bullets to accompany the AK-47. They are the one that own the money to make available of movement of that particular AK-47. But at a particular time, then equip you to ravage your own society where you belong to, where is your own heaven. Remember, they have already make availability of their own heaven somewhere else are the far nations where peace and tranquility reign supreme. And you, who they are using for this purpose, has no money or has no substance that can acquire you your own heaven in the far nations where peace and tranquility reign supreme. Their children are in US, in UK, in Canada, in Australia, in Germany, in France, in Netherlands. These are where you can find their children, their wives are there. What they have taken their own jurisdiction residence for is just to harvest what they will use to sustain their far heaven in a peaceful nations that are far from your own. Then my question is, by the time you help them ravage where you belong to, and you have no place to go, by the time that particular region, that particular society turn into a killing or a slaughterhouse of human slaughterhouse, are you sure you will not be one of the victims one day? Are you sure you are going to live to actualize your dream in life? Are you sure you are doing yourself good in helping those who have denied you your own development and choose a far nations where development have already been rated? Are you sure you are doing the right thing as a youth? Because when a producer produces a goods and nobody buys, it becomes a bad market. It becomes a bad investment. You make yourself available to help those that hate you with passion, to destroy your environment. You make yourself available to those who have denied you free education. You make yourself available to those who have denied you free medical care. You make yourself available to those who have denied you your social benefit. As a citizen of a particular sovereign nation, you have never benefited anything from government as a social help, and you make yourself available to this particular set of individuals, call themselves politicians in our land, to destroy your own future. Then why can't you make a return, retrace your steps, and follow the channel? Follow the verifiable channel, because the verifiable channel we know today is IPOB, nothing less and nothing more. No matter how they try to create division or to create confusion, they will always, at the end, try to associate themselves with that particular family called IPOB. Yeah, carry gold, I know. This is how Nigeria government are doing to my page. As soon as I begin to address politicians, they will attack me. That is how I've been, this have been like this for many years. They know me and I know them. They know those who they attack their page. Let them continue doing it. I'll manage it. So what I'm addressing this night, I'm addressing the church, I'm addressing the traditionalists, I'm addressing our entertainment industry, I'm addressing everybody who cares for a better society, who cares for good and development of our people. A leader does not mean you must like that leader. You must not be personally love somebody. But what you love, what you should love is the activities of that particular individual. What is the activities of this man? Is he doing it fine? Is he doing it right? Is it at the right channel? Is he telling you the truth? Then you key on. It doesn't matter if you like him. What you should like is the activities of the particular man. This great passion of hatred by some criminal element who feel by giving our people a quiet and a nation where harmony and peace and development and justice and equities and fairness will reign supreme. We bring their ego or bring their personality down. Equal rights. We now lower their own prestige. Are the people that I'm addressing tonight. And I am addressing them and also warning the youth, cautioning the youth, urging the youth. To embrace what I call self-discipline sacrifice. Because without self-discipline, we will all perish. We will all find ourselves in a great mess. We are the people who are more today in different parts of this world, scattered all over the world, more than the Jews scattered at their own time. Some have left their precious family, precious parents, and journeying into a far nations in this world. Some are there being trapped down, never to return again. Some are in a place where they find themselves today going did not let them go, return did not let them return. Some are languishing in some part of Asia. Some have lost forever. Some are dying in the Mediterranean Sea week by week, day by day, month by month. And here we are. This great family of IPOB trying to work assiduously to make sure that we have a nation we cannot call, or we cannot be proud and say this is our own. A nation where you will be respected by the authority in uniform, where you will be addressed properly, and you will gain your respect as a citizens of that particular place. The kidnapping you are seeing today in our land were established to tarnish the image of this restoration project. We all know nobody is baby. Nobody is baby. And who establishes this particular uncalled for deadly dams is politicians. The same thing the Fulani politicians did in the north to create terrorism in the north, establish terrorism in the north. Terrorism become the most lucrative business you can engage in the north today. The same politicians who did that in the north, today, as a youth from Enugu, as a youth from Anambra, as a youth from Imo, as a youth from Abia State, as a youth from River State, as a youth from Delta State, as a youth from Akwa Ibom State, as a youth from Bayelsa State, as a youth from Cross River State, you want to allow the situation of the north created by the evil politicians that are from Sahara Desert. You want the same thing to be found in our own space of our own region? This is my question to this particular youth. Some of you will say things are very difficult. If things are difficult and you allow yourself for the politicians to seize the opportunity of difficulty and use you to create insecurity, to create massacring, to create horrific situation in our land, have that difficulty gone out of you? You should simply understand the activities of these politicians. What they are doing right now is to make sure that you will get to your Biafra, but we will present the Biafra as an insecure nation in the world. This is what the politicians are doing. Because they did not key in to the voice of the masses earlier. They work against the voice of the masses, the choice of the masses earlier. Because if they kick in earlier, they will not have anything to be afraid of. In their desperation to stop what is unstoppable.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, As you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notifications. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.